Hello, Rat members. It is time to experience some Doki Doki Blue Skies. And I just realized this music is a little bit loud. Oops, let me go down a little bit. We're listening to the fantastic song, April Skulls by Pilot Red Sky. Best music artist, totally. And yeah, we're getting back into some Doki Blue Skies. We're gonna do Mario 64 tonight, as we said, but I'm feeling pretty excited about seeing what's next in this game after last night, and most of you guys seem to agree. So, I guess we're gonna go ahead and see what's going on. I don't know. There was no Sayori, NSFW last time. Not saying that like I needed it. I'm just saying there wasn't, even though I thought there was going to be. Also, my shirt is Filthy Frank, by the way. Just thought I'd mention that. Welcome in, Maz. So we're gonna go ahead and get started in just a moment here, but I'm pretty excited to see what's gonna happen next. And I would just like to say that I'm very curious where this is going, because keep in mind, Doki Blue Skies thus far has been mostly on script with the original Doki Literature Club, with an alternate timeline where the main character is polite and Monika's not self-aware, but otherwise it's pretty much Doki Literature Club. However, the biggest difference is the dialogue is way more in-depth, a little more realistic, and even slow-paced at times. But they've been expanding a lot on like minor things the original game kind of just scoffs over quickly. But now we're past that. There is no... The game, for those who don't know the original Doki Doki Club, first off, if you're watching this beforehand, it's a very questionable decision. But, you know, it stops after Act 1, which is the right before the festival. It does not go past the festival in either Act 1 or Act 2. So, this is going to be completely original content, and it seems like it goes very in-depth from what we've seen so far in Doki Blue Skies. So now I'm really curious where this is going. Because there seems to be some shit going on with Monika. Maybe coming to terms with the fact that she's just a prop in a game, but she's trying to enjoy it anyway. And she seems like pretty enthusiastic, but she seems a little unhappy, unfortunately. Yuri still seems like bad shit's going on with her. Sayori still seems depressed, and I don't know too much about Natsuki, but she seems very angry, and I'm assuming that her parents are still probably abusing her, which is not good. Or parent, I don't know if she has her mom still, I'm not really sure. But, anyhow, I am curious to see if this is going to get dark. Because I was given the impression after looking up stuff about it that it was going to be like a romantic version of ddlc, since there's NSFW involved. But I'm being led to believe that there's actually going to be a lot of plot here. And the plot has been pretty interesting for the most part. A little slow paced, but pretty interesting. So I am really curious to see where this is going. But anyways, welcome in, Zyka. Just gave everybody a few minutes to join in. Tonight we steal Sayori's virginity. Maybe. I have no idea when that happens. But like I was just saying, this is where things are going to all be completely original content. So I'm not really sure where we're going tonight. Alright, hold on. Let me turn off this music and let me actually open the game here. Also, I just discovered something really wacky. There's a Doki Doki AI edition, which just uses external AI and sources it into the game. I'm feeling a strong 7 to light 8 on this one. Wait, what? What? I don't know what's up with the random quotes. Also, why the hell's the game not appearing? What? It should be appearing according to OBS. I don't know why it's not. Game, get recognized. It is open. Oh, there it is. I don't know. That was weird. It's really fucking delayed this time. Where the game at? Yeah, I don't know. It's finally here, I suppose. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where this is going to go. That's all I'm saying. Because everything from here on out has to be original content. There was no festival. And it's the day of the festival. Just as a reminder, and spoilers if you haven't seen original Doki, which I'm sure you have, this is when Sayori hangs herself in the original game. It's right now. But we spent the weekend with Sayori, which is something that does not happen because she's way too depressed and talking to Monika in the original game, since Monika's trying to change the game's script and take Sayori away from the player's route so that, you know, hopefully Sayori can be convinced to not just fall in love with him, but the game forces her to, and Monika decides to delete her after Sayori gets way too depressed But that isn't happening. We spent the weekend with Sayori, and she still seems depressed, but she had fun with us. And now it's actually the time of the festival. And bad shit didn't happen. Yuri didn't go, and Sarah didn't go, so like, maybe we're gonna go, Alright, let me shut up. Hold on. I'm getting hot thinking about, never mind. Fill in the blanks yourself. Alright, let's get started. It's the day of the festival. The preparations for the event should be nearly complete given all the work everyone's put in over the weekend. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. You're goddamn right! It's been a while though, where's Sayori? I'm actually excited to see how they're gonna handle the festival, because I'm assuming they're gonna fucking show it. We went to walk together, but she's late again. I want to leave her behind, but if she takes much longer, I'm gonna be late for school. More time passes. There's going to be a moment of decision soon if she doesn't arrive. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I finally spot her slowly making her way down the street. She's carrying a large sack in her hands, which I'm surprised she isn't running over to me. Isn't she aware of how late she is? Sayori, where have you been? We could have been late for school. Oh, my sound pad's not up. Hold on. It's very important. Let me get it open. I wonder if they're gonna have visuals, because Yuri said she's gonna put a banner, not in this game, but in the original, she's making a banner with an inspirational quote and a gradient of the morning and night sky together. And she said there's gonna be a curtain over the opening, and there's gonna be an aromatherapy candles around. And Natsuki's making cupcakes. So I wonder if there's gonna be visuals or not to show this, because that'd be fucking awesome if so. Also, I got some hot chocolate. Anyways, let me voice this. I'm so sorry. I overslept again. I couldn't decide what to have for breakfast again. She immediately pouts. You're such a meanie sometimes. You know my teasing is all good fun, right? She mumbles something under her breath. Of course. By the way, I also double-checked the little bags. They're all in here. She gestures to the large sack, a bright smile evident on her face. Good stuff, Sayori. People are gonna love them. That was a really good idea. Candy, bookmarks, and literature quotes. The perfect things to give out from our event. Uh-huh. Something for everyone. Although I'm kind of nervous for the festival. Honestly, I don't blame you for that. It's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, I know how much it means to Monika, but at the same time, I didn't really realize how intimidating reciting poetry to a bunch of strangers can be. Yeah, I was all for it back in the club room, but now that the actual day is here, she looks a little nervous. I reach over and give her a squeeze on the shoulder. You'll be fine, don't worry. I know how much you like poetry, plus your poems are great. I just hope my own performance is up to standard. Oh, don't be silly, Radsmith. They'll love your poem, I just know it. I chuckle, admiring the definite optimism that really makes Sayori, well, Sayori. Guess we'll find out. By the way, are you doing anything after the festival? Anything fun? Because I have a plan, Sayori. Nope, I haven't planned anything that far ahead. I'm not great at doing that anyway. Me neither, Sayori. Kind of. I'm kind of hoping we finish early so we can have the rest of the day off, to be honest. So, what you're really saying is you want to go home and sleep, right? Oh, look at how many students there are. How many clubs are having their own little event today. What a tactical change of topic that was. Our school is in sight, and there's a lot of students milling around. It's a little strange to think there's so many fellow students around, yet I'm still feeling so lonely, or at least before joining the literature club. Oh, this CG again. This is a really nice looking one. I like it. It makes me so nostalgic for some reason. Even though I've never been to a school that looks like this. Not at all. Times like these make me grateful that Sayori told me about the club in the first place. I don't know, probably quite a few. By the way, Sayori. What's up, Radsmith? I just wanted to say, well, no matter how the festival goes, I'm really grateful you told me about your club and let me join. I've had a lot of fun so far. I scratch the back of my head nervously as Sayori looks curiously at me. Never been good at expressing myself, and it probably shows. I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you. It's been so fun being able to spend time with you again, too. Really takes me back. You don't have to thank me for anything, silly. I've enjoyed it, too. After all, it would be lovely if things could go back to how they used to. How they used to? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Strange choice of words. What could she mean by this? As we enter the courtyard and make our way to the meeting room, she breaks the silence by giggling. Something funny? Just thought of a way to steal one of Natsuki's cupcakes without her realizing. Are you sure that's a good idea? Natsuki might be a little, Wait, Natsuki might be little. Oh, Natsuki might be little, comma, but you know better than I do that she can be really fiery. Is that how you spell fire? I guess that is. Yeah, that is. Why is that how it's spelled though? Oh, don't worry about her. She might seem a little bit on the outside, but she's harmless. Don't let her fool you. Well, I'd rather her than me. Monica! Woo! Excuse me, chat. Ratsmith, Sayori, it's good to see you guys. Do you want to come and give me a hand? Sorry, chat. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. Sorry, Maz. I know I gotta focus on Sayori. I gotta lock in on the Sayumbo. It's hard for me to do. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So, that'll be the one I'm performing. Hey, do you guys want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Hey, yo, Monica. Oh yeah, they really did. Okay, I'll be fair. The art looks very natural when you put these side by side with each other for the most part, but it's still weird. It's still weird. They look really pretty. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Tayman says, wow, wow. I recognize the girls' poems from the ones they performed during our practice. Just then Natsuki bursts into the club carrying a box that positively towers over her. Yuri trails in behind her carrying a rolled up banner and a large duffel bag. This is gonna be great. I'm excited. I'm actually excited. Alright, Invisible Champions! Why, you guys got here before me? I thought I was pretty early. I'm sorry for being the last one here. I'm glad that some preparations is already underway though. It should take less time to set everything up this way. Yeah, let's work hard together, everyone. I'm surprised they're late too. Sayori beat Natsuki and fucking Yuri of all people here? That's crazy. Sayori seems like the type that's always late. Monica seems like the type that's always early. Natsuki seems like the type that's always slightly early. And Yuri, I get mixed feelings. She could be the type that's like a little late sometimes because she's a little distracted. But she also seems like the type where if she's really locked in, she'd be there like 15 minutes early for no fucking reason and then just start reading until it starts. Anyhow, Natsuki unpacks her own box to reveal 4 trays of cupcakes stacked carefully on top of each other. Ratsmith! I jump at the sudden outburst. Yes? Help me lay out these fucking cupcakes! Then if you wouldn't mind. Sayori, can you help me with these? Yuri gestures at her bag, to which Sayori nods cheerfully. I help Natsuki with her cupcakes while Yuri and Sayori start putting up decorations. Meanwhile, Monica continues putting down pamphlets. It isn't long before Natsuki carefully has arranged her cupcakes in a neat formation. What is this face you're giving me? Each cupcake is topped with white icing and some kanji written in a variety of different colored frostings. So this is absolutely in Japan in this world, because Monica in the original game is confused whether this is actually supposed to be a Japanese school or not, because it looks like a Japanese high school from the inside, but they never really state where the game actually takes place. And everyone speaks English, and Monica's name is Monica. So it's kind of unclear, but you never know. Yuri's time management be like, I ate Wii Ball. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Like, sometimes I can be out early for, okay, who am I fucking kidding? Maz, you already know that I'm goddamn late for everything, so whatever. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I try to be early, I just never am. Wow, these look really good. Great idea to make them literature club themed as well, Natsuki. Yeah, it was a good idea, huh? I wrote down words that specifically have to do with poetry and our poems, too. She picks up a cupcake and shows it to me. See, this one says create! Isn't that kanji for use? As Natsuki fiercely checks over the rest of the cupcakes to look for more miswritten characters, like glance over at Yaaay and Yuri. Bro, he just shot her down so hard. Bro, that's really funny for some reason. She's, Don't know shit about kanji. I know a very small amount of French and Spanish. Other than that, I just know English. Oops. They put up a banner with an inspirational quote written on a colorful gradient with colors of the sky. Okay, so yeah, that's what I remembered. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friends. Ah, that's a quote by the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. I don't know how to do German. He's had some very interesting thoughts, although there are some that I don't quite agree with. I think I've heard of him. As usual, Yuri outclasses me with her intellect. It seems they've also hung up a curtain of origami paper tied to the ribbons in the doorway. I was hoping they'd show some of it. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to Photoshop the banner, and at least I could do it. I'm good at Photoshopping bullshit. Hey, it looks like you did something similar to Natsuki with your kanji curtain. Is that so? I'll have to take a look at what she's done after I finish setting up. She gestures to a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. This is my dildo. I'm kidding, sorry. Yuri said that that's an essential oils diffuser. Yes, you have to diffuse it up my ass. Okay, sorry, chat. Let me just shut the fuck up. Oh, yes, it's for aromatherapy. One of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Oh, I'm excited to see how it works later. I'm gonna shut up. I can't. I just can't. Doki brings the 2022 rat back out of me. It looks like all the preparations are almost finished now. It feels like there's something missing, though. Suddenly, I notice a large bag sitting forlornly by itself to the side. Sayori, do you mind handing me that sack you got there, Mrs. Claus? I'll help you distribute all the stuff inside it. Okay, here you go. Peering inside, I catch a glimpse of quite a few small colorful bags. Sorry, dyslexia moment. Neatly tied shut with ribbons. Just as I remember, her handiwork from yesterday really shows. I pull one out. Yuri and Monica notice the little bags, looking on with interest. Ah, so this is what you and Ratsmith have been working on over the weekend, Sayori. I love how these look. You both did a fantastic job. Oh, it's mostly Sayori. I couldn't do the ribbon part and my life depended on it. I'm sure the contents are just as impressive as the exterior. What sort of things did you choose for the quotes? We had a lot of fun with that. She delicately opens one of the little bags, fishing out a quote. It's perfectly okay to write garbage, as long as you edit it brilliantly. Wait, I didn't put this one in. Oh yeah, that one was mine. I thought it was kind of funny. Monica giggles, whereas Yuri and Yuri look like they're trying hard to figure out what the punchline is. Well, 1 out of 3 isn't so bad.
Ratrapina.
Monica Posey! The Monica Posey followed me! Ah, fantastic. How about this one? I hastily open another bag, picking out the quote. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem... Oh, I thought this was Monica for some reason. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. Just force yourself to get something out on paper and tidy up later. Dog, isn't that just stolen from Monica? I like that one a lot, Ratsmith. After all, it's pretty much true. If you never start, you can't make any progress. Keeping your pen in the same spot would just result in a big puddle of ink. We couldn't find out who said that, which is a shame. Oh, have you guys tried the candy? I don't think we should save those for people. Don't you think we should save those for people we made these bags for, Sayori? Oh, yeah. Sorry, chat, my bad, excuse me. Natsuki's irritated voice rings over from across the classroom. Hey, if you guys finished over there, can you actually sort Sayori's stuff out? You know we do have a festival to prepare for, motherfuckers! She huffs and puffs and blows Sayori down. And the rest of us share a guilty grin. Natsuki's right. Oh, I suppose Natsuki's... Oh, why am I fucking having an autistic moment? I suppose Natsuki raises a valid point. Yeah, let's do it then. We each delve into the sack and scoop up the little bags, going around the classroom and sitting down one on each desk. We're printing out a few spare quotes to put around the classroom. And it's not long before few desks bear the wise words of writers and poets alike. It's like it says, bruh, good lord. Sayori wanders over to the front door and sticks one of the quotes there. I'm impressed by her thinking. Everyone will see the quote in that way. It doesn't take too long to distribute all the little bags around the room. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot Sayori trying to sneakily open a bag and pop a candy into her mouth. Then actually she drops the chocolate. Some things never change. Ah, Sayori, you fucking goofy goof. There is a visual! There's a visual! I didn't think they would actually have a visual. On the classroom doors open. There's just candles in the room. I wonder where the banner's supposed to be at. Maybe it's off screen behind us, perhaps? Anyhow, this is a nice visual. I like this. By the time we finish, it looks like everyone else is done too. Dude, I would actually totally stop here to see what's going on, because this looks pretty cool. Like, if I was at the festival in this high school, which, let me be real with you, I never fucking went to events in high school because I hated my high school. But if I was interested, I totally would be like, whoa, what's going on in here, huh? This looks cozy. This looks cool. By the time we finish, it looks like everyone else is done too. The classroom is now darkened and lit up by ambient lighting of the candles. Yuri, you've outdone yourself, woman. You're getting your own route after this one, Yuri. Banafet Literature Club. Bruh. I don't know, I think it's kind of cozy, actually. A delicate floral scent wafts through the air. Although maybe Foxy's hiding in the closet coffee. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe he's just waiting there. And then when you go in the closet, he's like... That's him. A delicate floral scent wafts through the air, courtesy of Yuri's essential oils. Sayori and I head towards the other three girls, who are huddled near the front of the classroom, murmuring to each other. They're going, go ahead, don't bring it, stop. Okay, sorry. Is it about time to start yet? Almost. Oh, look, there's a dark version of her art. Or maybe it's a filter on the screen, I can't tell. Almost. We wrote that we weren't going to start at 10 a.m. on our posters, and that's in 10 minutes. Are people actually going to show up for this? Don't be so negative. Some people have shown up already, and I'm sure that more will file in soon. You guys don't have to be worrying so much about it. I've got full faith in all of you. I've seen all your poems. It's been amazing watching each and every one of you find and nurture your unique writing styles. Honestly, even if people don't show up, just hearing each club members reciting their poems in front of each other in this candlelit room just sounds like a fun time anyway. She smiles encouragingly at each of us. To her credit, her words are helpful, even though I haven't been part of this club for as long as the other three. Even Radsmith! Natsuki! It was just a joke, jeez, thoughts of you would lighten the fucking mood! Ah, sorry. Just trying to make sure everyone's in the best frame of mind before we start. It's okay, Monica. We all understand and appreciate that. Yeah, we know how much this club means to you. I want it to be a success just as much as you do. Couldn't have put it better myself. Even though I've only been in the club for a few days, I felt really at home. Truth be told, I used to be kinda lonely. Knowing that I'm included in something with people like you guys always makes me feel better. Apart from Sayori on Sunday, I haven't told anyone about how lonely I've been feeling. I'm a little nervous about how the others will react. They all turn to me with varying degrees of emotion on their faces. Atsuki impassively looks to the side, while Yuri gives me an expression of concern. Sayori looks a little sad remembering our conversation about this. It's okay, Radsmith. We can change that, remember? Like I said, I'm so happy that you feel welcome here. It's exactly what we wanted. I agree. No one should feel alone. I know it's quite a difficult thing to experience. I feel a warm rush of gratitude at their words. Thanks, guys. That means a lot. Also, Monica, I told Sayori this early, and I figured you might appreciate hearing this. Well, no matter how the festival goes, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. Thanks to you guys, that lonely feeling has disappeared. You've all been so welcoming and accepting, and believe me, I'm really appreciative of that. So even if this event doesn't quite go as planned, just know that I really love it here, and I'm so glad Sayori told me about this club. If others don't like what we have here, well, it's their loss, right? The girls nod in agreement, smiling at me. I have no idea my words would have such an impact, but I'm glad they did in the end. This is so fucking wholesome. It's like actually making me genuinely smile. And I just love these characters. So this is very nice. Things are finally going well. I feel like our little rap member Discord and live streams is our own little, not literature club, it's our rap member club, chat. Welcome to the Ratty Rap Member Rat Club. That's a fucking fantastic name. Welcome to RRRC. I'm gonna shut the hell up now. But I really hope you guys do enjoy our little moments. Exactly. Hell yeah, Zyka. Come here, I'm gonna give you a little head pat, a little cam pat, because it's a camera. Copy says Monica. Together we are FNAF. Bro, what? Oh yeah, okay, so here we go. We have Bonnie. Freddy, Foxy, and Chica. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you, Rat Papa. Oh yeah, Papa Rat, the classic OG days are coming back, chat. It feels so rewarding to be able to give back to the club for a change. Monica turns to me, eyes shining with appreciation. Thank you, Ratsmith, you're right. You know, the small gestures do make a big difference. There's nothing wrong with making a big deal out of something small if it's a good thing. Hearing those words from a newcomer really makes me feel like I've succeeded in my goals as president. After all, I wanted to create a place where people can feel comfortable and share literature. And what you've just said makes me feel like it's all worth it. She turns to face the others. See, guys? If we could show Ratsmith how amazing this club is, who's to say we can't show the other students the same thing? Oh my god, I'm so fucking dyslexic today. Don't see them as strangers. See them as potential club members. She's definitely got an inspiring way with words. Yeah, my favorite word that Monica said was or. I'm kidding, sorry. Wow, I'm a fucking child like Sayori. I just spilled hot chocolate on my shirt. 1 second. As a wise man once said, well, that just happened. Papa Franco for the win? You're damn right. You're goddamn right. Alright, back to the game. Yeah, good thinking, Monica. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. Natsuki pop scares you? Yeah, but if they say anything bad about my cupcakes, I'm gonna fucking kill them! See, I told you, she's gonna pop scare you. Yuri giggles softly. I won't lie to you, I'm still quite nervous, but after hearing what you've said, Ratsmith, I realize there might be other lonely people out there. This club will be the perfect place for them. See, she's projecting in a good way. Yeah, we might have to find more manga enthusiasts. That's the spirit. Now let's go and show the rest of the school just what Literature Club is made of. It's made of ass. As if on cue, a few people wander into the room, curiously looking around the room. Monica confidently walks over and greets them, and so it begins. Wonderful. Sayori and Monica have greeted the newcomers and settled them in the desks throughout the room. Dude, this sounds so fun. I would fucking love to go here. This sounds so fun. Some people are already helping themselves to cupcakes, and I noticed Natsuki keeping an eye on them. Meanwhile, Yuri is nervously looking through a pamphlet. I can see her soundlessly mouthing the words to her poem. Now that I think about it, I should be getting some extra practice in as well. Before I can do though, Monica heads back towards us with a Sayori in tow. Showtime, everyone! Let's do this, guys! Time to get this over with. I can do this! We all group up and stand together at the front of the classroom. Monica steps up to the podium and clears her throat, drawing the room's attention to her. Okay, everyone. Welcome to the Literature Club's poetry performance. My name is Monica, as some of you may know. Some girls sitting near the front of the classroom wave at her. Monica, how's it going? You're my favorite. I love you, Monica. I fucking love you, Monica. I have you tattooed on my ass cheek. All right, okay, and I'm the president of the Literature Club. Accompanying me is the vice president, Sayori. Hey, guys. Who the fuck's this bitch? I'm kidding. And the rest of our club members, Yuri, Natsuki, and last but certainly not least, Ratsmith. We all wave back at the students with varying degrees of enthusiasm. Imagine Yuri's just kind of like, hi guys, and Natsuki's like, I hit my mic, whoops, fuck. All right, anyways. I hope that you'll all enjoy our poetry and that we'll be able to help contribute to a memorable festival. Literature is amazing in its ability to connect us to the human condition. And we really hope that this event will help encourage others to start participating as well. Our club will gladly welcome any new members from those who love words and writing as well, to anyone who's simply just curious and wants to learn more. After the scheduled performances, we'll be opening up the stage for anyone else who wants to perform, so don't be shy. And now, without further ado, I'll be starting my poem, The Way They Fly. Wait, is that her poem? Isn't that an actual poem? I feel like I fucking know that story. Maybe I'm projecting, I don't fucking know. Maybe I heard it from this game. Yuri's way in the corner. Yeah, she's just like in a dark corner, like barely any light on her. She's just like, Like she's just like fucking FNAF ambience playing, like peeks out. Like... Alright, anyways. Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri and I head off to settle down at the frontmost desks, saving the seat at the end for Monika. She stands there, alone yet still radiating confidence. After flashing a smile and a wink at us, she begins. Each word is crystal clear and exudes emotion. Somehow her recitation is even better than it was only a few days ago. She must have practiced hard to try to achieve perfection. The classroom is silent at first, drinking in her words. After a few moments, however, some whispering starts up in the back of the classroom. I guess that's inevitable, but it still doesn't make it any less annoying. I exchange a look with Natsuki, who rolls her eyes at the disruptions. Sayori pats my hand and gives me an encouraging smile. She's comforting as always. As Monika's poem progresses, more and more people wander in. Normally this would be a good thing, but they're making a lot of noise. Thankfully they simmer down once they realize Monika's speaking, but the damage has already been done. She reaches the end of her poem and the last few words resonating in the classroom. A round of applause fills the room and Monika beams at everyone, patiently waiting for them to finish. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my poem. Yeah, that's somebody in the back of the classroom. She's just like, the way they fly. Ah! They fly. No, she just keeps fucking continuing. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my poem. That gives you a flavor of what this club is like. For the newcomers, welcome. We're just in the midst of showing you all of our poems. For the benefit of those who have just joined, she quickly reintroduced everyone. You know, she's a really good president, actually. Like, genuinely. If I was here, I can picture it. She comes off very welcoming and, like, cool and professional. In, like, a way that doesn't come off overwhelming or corporate. Like, she just seems very genuine. Like, come join us. This is going to be fun. Like, that kind of thing. For the benefit of those who have just joined, she quickly reintroduces everyone. Anyway, up next is Natsuki. Take it away. Natsuki stumbles slightly. She makes her way to the front of the class. I guess the nerves really are getting to her. Doesn't help that someone sniggers. What in God's name does that mean? Excuse me? This has to be a British writer. So, like, what is this word choice they are using? Laugh in a half-suppressed, typically scornful way. Oh, it's like a scoff. Like a laughing scoff. Coffee says, yes, I have a flat. Oh, if that was her poem, I would join this club immediately. That's fucking genius. Causing her to turn and glare at them. She's just like, someone's like, and she's like. Sayori seems to notice too, as she hastens to shoot Natsuki a reassuring smile. Natsuki stands at the front of the classroom with her poem in hand. Slight traces of irritation still visible on her face. Anyway, my poem's called Jump. She takes a deep breath and begins her recital. Just as I was hoping, she's able to interject her trademark bouncy style into the performance, bringing the words to life. She isn't quite ready at the confidence that Monika did, but her unique style shines through, giving the poem a flow and rhythm. While simple, it's effective. My heart sinks as I start picking up on the newcomers having their own conversations in the back of the room. I'm hit with a surge of anger. How can they be so inconsiderate? It's clear that they aren't paying any attention. And from the pause and change in Natsuki's tone, she's clearly picked up on it as well. Why can't they just have their stupid, selfish conversations for after our performances? Her poem comes to an end, but unlike Monika's, there's a slight awkward moment of silence. Once again, there's a round of applause, but it's clear that the audience's engagement isn't quite as strong. Great performance, Natsuki. I really like the rhythm of that poem. Natsuki forces a smile and makes her way back to her seat. It's clear that she's upset. Aww. Little Natsuki. Racist, hey man, shut your ass up. Coffee says, Gigai go go dreaming. Alright. Anyway, our Vice President Sayori is next to perform. Hi everyone, I hope you like my poem. She cheerily skips up to the front, poem in hand. As she turns to face us, she looks a little nervous, fidgeting slightly. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's okay, Sayori, just remember what we've practiced. I've got full faith in you. You've got this. This one's called My Meadows. She begins her poem. Her soft voice guides us through the recital, and there's a remarkable contrast between her cheerful inflection and the more bittersweet nature of the words. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice people casually flicking cupcake wrappers onto the floor, along with candy wrappers lying on the tables. Worse still, the talking is getting louder and more noticeable. Monica looks around at the perpetrators, frowning at them. One of the students lays out a loud yawn, making absolutely no effort to hide it. Another student picks up one of the quotes and nudges their friend. They both frown and laugh at the message, and I get a horrible feeling it's more of the mocking kind of laugh. At this point, I'm seeing red. If we weren't in school... Oh, the music's getting weird. You guys hear this? The music's off-key all of a sudden. Get these losers out of here for real. We just need the fucking, the red dress Chinese teacher coming and be like, fuck you! Shut the fuck up! You are ugly! Shut up! You know, if you know, you know. Bruh, no, so sad. Yeah, this is how fucking high schoolers are, though. That's Natsuki. That's absolutely Natsuki. This is what I'm seeing right. If we weren't in school, I would have punched these inconsiderate pricks by now. No one should be this rude to Sayori. He's probably the sweetest person I've ever met. Do you guys think Natsuki, Monica, or the main character is going to get up and say something? I'm curious. Despite the now obvious disruption, she's still trying her best and is making a real effort to continue. To her credit, her performance is still commendable. She manages to work the contrast of her enunciation against the words in her favor. It adds an interesting depth to the poem. I'd love to see more of this side to her. She brings her performance to a close, hands shaking slightly. Lovely poem, Sayori. You've really brought that one to life. Thank you. Something's off with her voice. It's like how she was on Friday. Monica stands up, turning to address everyone in the room. How dare they interrupt Sayori and make her feel bad? I will smite these motherfucking fools. I'd walk over there and fucking Chun-Li lightning kick their dicks. How dare they? Also, Sayori should do the school Tan-Man. Absolutely not. I hope so. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what was that? I hope that wasn't a reference to Tan-Man's comment. MC step up? I hope that he or Monica steps up. Just a polite reminder that it would be much appreciated if everyone could give our poets some respect while they're performing. Monica looks stern while Natsuki looks positively furious. Thank you. Now the stage is all yours, Yuri. Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this for some reason. Yuri's looking terrified at this point. Sayori gives her a reassuring squeeze, and I lean over, whispering into her ear. You've got this, Yuri. Just pretend like it's only me, Natsuki, Sayori, and Monica. I can't do this, Ratsmith. Yes, you can. I believe in you. I've seen how passionate you can become when you talk about Portrait of Markov. I loved that. I love seeing that side of you. Besides, like you said, this club could be the perfect place for any of these people. We just don't know it yet. She swallows nervously, nodding at my word. I'm getting nervous for some reason. Okay, thank you. Yuri, you can do it. I love you. Woo-hoo! Hell yeah, coffee. She rises to her feet, poem clasped firmly to her chest, avoiding eye contact with everyone as she walks up. Her eyes flick up to glance at the classroom when she gets on stage. I feel like they're gonna be mean to her. Although she quickly ducks her head back down to look at her poem over the podium. Oh, she's very timid in her body language. People in the back better shut the fuck up this time. They better. I hope Natsuki walks back there and she's like, hey, you. Oh, who's next? Oh, hit. What's that? Oh, she gets hit in the face and she's like, pathetic. Let me show you how it's done. Uppercut. Natsuki. Anyhow, let's move on here. This poem is called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. This should have been the school shooter mod, all this build up for good reason. No, it's never a good fucking reason. That mod was garbage, David. What are you talking about? The school shooter mod was fucking awful. And really cringy, by the way. This poem is called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. I thought it was gonna be a meme, by the way. I thought it was gonna be Doki Brain Rot Club. I just thought it was gonna be fucking silly, not like some edgy 13-year-old mad at Doki characters bullshit and Sayori Natsuki fanfic. That was if you know, you know. If you don't know, you should be fucking happy because it was awful. It was like it made me want to vom, unironically. Sorry, let me not interrupt Yuri. This poem is called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Her voice quivers as she starts, but unlike her recitation a few days ago, the meek, trembling version of Yuri remains well into the poem. Tan-Man says, no, I'm saying if this was the build-up for the mod, it would have been great. I don't think it would have been great, but I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't think it would have been great. I don't want anyone to justify those types of actions, even in fiction. Anyhow, she determinedly forges ahead, but I can tell that she's not enjoying it in the slightest. The rest of the classroom, momentarily subdued by Monika's words, soon begins to grow louder again. After a few lines of her poem, they are even more unruly than before. The crinkling of wrappers fills the air, and at a few points, Yuri is almost drowned out by others' voices. Catch a few people getting up and leaving the classroom, and by the hitch in her voice, it seems that Yuri's seen them as well. Her eyes stay glued to the poem now, and it looks like she's trying her hardest to ignore everyone. One boy quietly wolf whistles at Yuri, causing her to jump and lower her head even more. She's practically shaking like a leaf. This is absolutely disgusting behavior, and I open my mouth to say something. Suddenly Natsuki stands up, a loud scraping noise from her pushing away the desk, drawing attention to the students. Can you all just shut the fuck up? I'm really freaking sick of this shit! How can you guys be so fucking rude? And then she jumps at one of them like Foxy. We're trying our best to show you something amazing here, and you're all just gonna stomp us over our hard work like that? Unbelievable! I can't even understand how you people can be this arrogant, and this is just plain terrible! I didn't want to interrupt you, Yuri, but I can't stand it anymore. You idiots might as well leave if you aren't going to pretend to pay attention. Good job, Natsuki! That's right! Anyways, Zyka says, thank you, Natsuki, good job. Timon says, gah, gah, gah. Yeah, pretty much. Who the fuck? Who the fuck? There's other people in this school. Who's this guy? Only came for the food anyways. Let's go, guys. Get the fuck out of here, yeah, bitch! Kick his ass on the way out, Natsuki. Like, literally. Sparta kick his ass. Once this boy speaks up and begins to lead his friends away, one by one, more students start to follow them out the door. I throw a panicked look over to Monaco, who's holding a strange, stiff expression on her face. Looks like she's struggling to stay calm for everyone. After a few moments, there's barely anyone left. Yuri, meanwhile, quietly begins speaking again, but her voice is barely audible. There's just a stifling silence accompanying her words. She finally finishes. A weak smattering of applause sounds from the few who are left. She unsteadily steps down from the stage, a blank look on her face. She won't look at any of us either. I'm worried about her. Oh, that's so fucking sad. And this is so hard for Yuri too. Bro hasn't showered for so long his hair turned green. Okay. Monika's voice cracks as she speaks up. She's still trying her best to see us through this. I don't think any of us could have predicted that it would turn out this way. Ahem. Thank you, Yuri. You did wonderfully. I'm sincerely sorry for all those disruptions and sheer arrogance you had to endure. Those kinds of people really are the worst. To those who are left, I want to thank all of you for staying and apologize as well. This is definitely not a normal occurrence for the Literature Club, I assure you. Well, let's finish this off with Ratsmith then. With a heavy heart, I slowly get up and walk onto the stage. When I get to the podium, I'm appalled by the sight of the classroom. Candy and cupcake crackers are strewn across the floor, and quote cards lay tossed about, with many of the cards now featuring shoe prints over the words. So I don't think anyone else is joining, are they? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think, is there going to be a quiet, silent member of the few in the audience that is actually interested in just silently listening, like a Yuri type maybe, that's going to join in? Maybe. Maybe not. My prediction? Maybe one more member. There's got to be one person. I feel like there has to be. If not, that's very sad, to be honest with you. Candy and cupcake wrappers. Okay, I just read that. Sorry about that. Many of the cards now featuring shoe prints over the words. This is... Oh, come on, people. The remnants of goodie bags are left ripped apart on desks. Even the kanji curtain looks tangled up and messy. The only students left are the ones who waved to Monika at the beginning. This is what Yuri had to see when reciting her poem. No wonder she didn't want to look up and face those people. Can I really do this now? How are the others able to finish their poems? I look at the clock. Only 10:20. Has it really only been 20 minutes? Taking a shaky breath, I begin to speak. Hi, everyone. I'd like to take a second to apologize as well. Both of those checking out the club today and those who are already in it. But despite everything that's happened, I can say that I'm glad I joined since I got to meet so many amazing people. I believe that you guys will love it as much as I do. Anyhow, I hope that you'll all enjoy Acquainted with the Night. Hey, that sounds like a Donald Fagen jazz song. I like that name. Half-Life 3 will join? Bruh. I started reading and I'm stuck struck once again by the beauty of the poem. The loneliness and isolation conveyed so accurately can relate to a lot of those feelings. I won't be as good as the others reciting, but I can only hope that I'll be able to do the poem justice. Thoughts of doing both the poet and the club proud strengthened my spirit, and I managed to fight through the depressing mood. The quiet classroom suits the lines of the poem well, and my recital seems to fly by rather quickly. Excellent performance, Rat Smith. What a great way to round off the event. As I step down from the stage, Monica stands up and addresses the room. Thank you all for coming and staying. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. That's it for the scheduled recitations, but you guys are free to stay and hang out if you want. There's an awkward silence for a few moments, then the remaining students start to stand up. Who this one?
Yeah, I am fuming.
Who this? Shit, new voice. I don't know what her personality type is too. Is she gonna be mean? You better not be fucking mean. I'm gonna give her, I don't know, a weird voice here. Hey, Monica. Oh, and you too, Rad Smith. I didn't know you were in this club. The girl standing before us is actually my homeroom class's representative, Shiori. Given that both she and Monica are class reps, they're probably friends. Yeah, I only joined about a week ago, so... I see. Yep. Hey, the way you guys were treated was seriously awful. It's fine. Thanks for staying. Either way, sorry about everything, Monica. I'll check out the club sometime. She gives us a small commiseratory smile? I literally have absolutely no idea what that actually means this time. Commiseratory? What? Commiseratory is an adjective describing actions, expressings, or feelings that show sympathy, pity, or condolences for someone else's suffering. That is the most appropriate word, but I had no fucking idea what that meant. Okay, then. And I'm torn between wondering whether she's pitying us or sympathizing with us. They all start to file out of the classroom after a few more goodbyes. Monica keeps a strained smile plastered on her face. Meanwhile, Yuri has her head buried in her arms in the desk. In contrast, Natsuki is staring straight ahead, gritting her teeth, and Sayori looks down at her desk, picking at a spot on the varnished wood. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at that. To say there's a tension in the air would be a massive understatement. There's a silence in the room, made worse by the sense of awkwardness. No one knows what to say. I mean, with the windows covered up with the black and the windows on, it gives off a really weird and liminal feeling that, like, feels like something that I experienced in 2010. I don't know how exactly to explain it, but it's very kind of, I don't know, it's a very weird feeling. So you already got that ADHD mindset. No, I relate to that. Oh, yes, the true high school experience. Yeah. There's a silence in the room made worse by the sense of awkwardness. No one knows what to say. This reminds me of like a snowy winter day when it's like really early in the morning and it's super dark December day and there's just the lights on in the classroom. It's always like kind of eerie for some reason. Anyways. No one expected the festival to end this way and the impact is hitting us all. So, that could have gone better. My attempted humor falls flat and I immediately regret speaking. Suki gives me a dirty look and Sayori smiles wanly. Meanwhile, it looks like Monica's face has finally fallen. I don't understand. Where did we go so wrong, guys? We spent so long preparing for this and all of our efforts. For the first time, that echoing confidence that Monica always seemed to radiate has snuffed out. She clearly cared a lot about this event. I feel awful for her. I'm just going to save really quick. I know, I don't get it either. I thought you guys all did such a good job as well. The decoration, the recitals. I'm sorry, Monica. I honestly am really sympathizing with them. I actually feel really bad for some reason. Don't worry about it, Rat Smith. It's not like it's your fault anyway. She smiles weakly at me. Glancing around, I noticed that Yuri and Natsuki seem particularly upset, with Yuri looking absolutely dejected. Natsuki steaming mad. I feel so bad for Yuri. That was so fucking shitty for Yuri, man. I can't believe that. This is your fault, Monica. Excuse me? Whoa. You better pipe the fuck down, Missy. This is your fault, Monica. I told you this was a stupid idea. None of us were even comfortable with doing this in the first place. And look where it's landed us. Excuse me? My fault? You all agreed to do this. Pardon me for thinking it would actually go well. What's so wrong about that?
We only agreed to do it because we felt like you were forcing us.
I was really hoping this wouldn't happen. Give everyone's low moods and arguments the last thing we need. I didn't force anyone, Natsuki. Yeah, seriously. You know how much this club means to me. I was just excited to see what we'd have to show the rest of the school.
Yeah, because that was such a good idea, wasn't it?
Oh, she's being a fucking bitch right now. I'm really starting to get sick of your constant sarcasm, you know. Why can't you just try being positive for once in your life?
Gee, it's funny you should say that because I'm starting to get sick of your self-righteous, know-it-all attitude. We told you this was a bad idea, but no! You just had to insist on this, even though no one was happy with it.
It was for a reason. Look how much Ratsmith enjoys it here. Is it really so unreasonable to think that we could have found someone else like him? Or is that just too positive for you to even fathom? This is awful. The other students were bad enough. Now Monika and Natsuki are going in each other's throats.
Look how badly everyone was humiliated. How inconsiderate of all those...
She struggles for a moment, her anger inhabilitating her ability to speak.
Those assholes were to all of us. They didn't give a damn about anything we had to say. What did that one prick say? He was only here for the food? Or that hard work just for what? Nothing.
She angrily kicks one of the desks. The loud noise jolts Yuri, who looks up with tears in her eyes. Please, Natsuki, can you calm down?
Don't tell me you're taking her side, Yuri. You had experienced the worst of it. I don't get why you're not mad either.
Natsuki, there's no point of being angry at Monika. She didn't want this to happen. She had no idea people would react this way. It's bad enough that the students were rude. I really don't like fighting inside the club itself.
Yeah, but if Monika just listened to us when we said we weren't comfortable with the whole idea, this would have never happened.
Monika sighs. This is the kind of conflict she generally leaves for Sayori to deal with. But in this case, Sayori looks too distraught to intervene. Look, what you're not understanding is that sometimes you just have to take risks. Sure, this didn't go well, but there was always a chance it wouldn't have ended like this, and we could have had new members. She turns to me. I mean, you of all people understand that the best, right, Ratsmith? You made the choice to come here. Look how much you enjoy it.
Oh, don't try to suck up to him, Monika. Face it, you never listen to us, your club members, or take our opinions into account.
Dude, Natsuki, chill the fuck. I am going to smack the bitch out of you, and you're gonna fall on the floor with half of a fucking cheekbone. What are you talking about, you fucking bitch? God, if I were here, I would go off on her so fucking hard. Why is she taking this out on Monika like it was somehow her fucking fault? Coffee says, wow, drama. Dude, Natsuki needs to be thrown out the window.
Tell me I'm not alone in thinking that, Ratsmith.
Oh, great. Now I have to choose a side. I really don't want to do this. I desperately look at Yuri and Sayori, but both look too upset to want to get involved. What? I have to make a decision? I'm definitely not picking Natsuki. She is being a fucking bitch. Dude, I want to smack the shit out of Natsuki. I want to smack her so hard that she actually defecates. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Something tells me this is going to make me very unpopular with Natsuki. I brace myself for what's going to come next. Natsuki, come on. You know better than I do that Monika loves this club. It's only natural she'd want to share it with the rest of the school.
Ugh, seriously? You're actually taking her side? I can't believe this.
No, it's not like that. I'm not taking her side. It's just...
Just what? That's exactly what you're trying to do, Ratsmith. Don't try and backpedal.
Natsuki, that's not what he's trying to say. He's just...
Oh, of course you're jumping to his aid. Shut up, Monika.
Monika looks furious, and for a moment I think Natsuki has finally gone too far. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, evidently trying to contain her anger. Jeez, Natsuki, don't you think that was a little out of order? You didn't have to shout at her.
What would you know? You haven't even been here for 5 days. Why is everyone making me to be the bad guy here?
Dude, you're totally being the fucking bad guy here.
Remember when Monika said she'd make sure people weren't going to be rude during our performances? Wow, congratulations. She sure did a fantastic job with that. I mean, it's not like anyone wolf whistled at Yuri or anything, was it? Some enforcer you were.
Her bitter, sarcastic tirade continues on, each point worsening the atmosphere.
I'm the only one who can see this for what it is. It's just Monika trying to use the club to boost her popularity, and it sickens me. You think we're all just, what, some sort of pawns for you? Explains why you didn't even consider how reluctant we all were to do this, or why you let everyone just walk all over us.
Natsuki, you're being ridiculous now. Why would I want to hurt all of us? It's not exactly been easy on me either. Natsuki lets out a snort of derision.
You What would you, of all people, know about life being hard?
Monica blinks, looking like she's been slapped.
Easy for you, Monica. With your role as the queen of this school, everyone liking you, all that crap.
Wow. This is some intense jealousy, Natsuki. What is going on? God, I fucking hate Natsuki in this mod. Holy shit. I actually kind of like her in actual Doki, but I fucking despise her now.
You have such a perfect life and all. Never having to defend your interests, never having anyone ridicule you for the things you like. I share classes with those assholes, you know. And you can bet they're gonna have a lot of fun telling everyone else about how much of a loser we all are. And guess what? It's all because of you.
This is insane. This is actually insane. I can practically hear the venom dripping from her words at this point. It's absolutely horrible.
Face it.
Dude, look at Monica's face. Monica's ready to slap a bitch. Like, seriously, look at her fucking face. That says, yeah, what the fuck? Natsuki's salty because she didn't get to perform her flat-ass poem. I'm getting pissed. For some reason. Sayori would be a better president than you could ever be. Okay, you're just being so fucking rude. Holy shit. And with that, the sickening silence falls onto the room once more. But this time, it's a million times worse. The fire in Natsuki's eyes is blazing, and quiet sobs can be heard from Yuri. Sayori's miserably hugging herself and looks completely lost for words. Monica's wearing a stony expression on her face, looking both enraged and heartbroken. The whole club waits for her reply to the bombshell Natsuki just dropped in her. Without a word, Monica turns on her heel and walks out of the door, the impact of Natsuki's words hanging in the air behind her. No one knows what to say. For a few moments, a heavy silence remains. Oh man, I would follow Monica out of the classroom and fucking try to console her, because Jesus Christ, that was so fucking intensely rude, and that it wasn't even just rude, that was just mean-spirited and kind of fucking vile and toxic as shit. Like, what do you mean? How would seriously, how would anybody justify it with Natsuki in this? Like, unless you're a fucking simp that just absolutely despises Monica and simps for Natsuki, I don't see how you could sympathize with that, because that was just fucking cold-hearted, mean as shit, completely unjustified, uncalled for. That was ridiculous. Zyka says, bro, I would bawl my eyes out if someone I considered a friend said that about me. Yeah, I would never talk to them again. Absolutely not. Couldn't be me, man. I feel so fucking bad. I feel so bad. I really hope the main character talks to Monica. We all exchange looks. Yuri is meekly wiping her eyes on her sleeve, and Sayori is standing around awkwardly. Natsuki, on the other hand, is refusing to meet anyone's gaze. She looks like she's regretting her words a little bit. Guys? Please, can we make sure this never happens again? It was awful. That was horrible to experience, to say the least. Without Monica to restore order and keep things going, the club suddenly feels very aimless and disorganized. Natsuki, I know you're angry, but can you please find Monica and apologize? But, please, I know you're feeling a bit guilty over what you said. After all, you were a bit mean. That's an understatement. Natsuki grumbles something under her breath. That's okay, I'll go find Monica. Thank you, fucking Ratsmith, because Monica's probably fucking feeling miserable right now. Jesus Christ. No offense, Natsuki, but I don't think she particularly wanted to see you right now. I wince as the words leave my mouth. There's probably a more diplomatic way of saying it. Natsuki glares at me. Fine! As I turn to leave, I silently motion to Yuri and Sayori to try and talk to Natsuki. Sayori nods and Yuri nervously swallows. Now, where would Monica go? She would probably want somewhere quiet where she could be by herself, right? Which rules out the classrooms. The courtyard and the cafeteria. The only two places coming to mind are the girls' toilets or the rooftop. I'm hoping it isn't the girls' toilets. I make my way over to the staircase and lead up to the top, thinking about how this conversation is going to go. Oh wow, what is this background? Will she even want to talk to me? She didn't even say anything as she left. Was she that upset? Yeah, she's probably fucking choking up. Like, I bet she was like, something about her stony expression and the way that she didn't say anything for a straight 40 seconds while being fucking pummeled with insane insults and terrible guilt tripping, which is what hypocritically Natsuki was accusing Monica of doing by asking them to help her with a performance that they all agreed to. I bet that Monica probably has that choking, like that lump in her throat where she felt like if she's going to speak, she's just going to fucking cry. So she probably walked out because she didn't want to cry in front of everybody embarrassingly. I just feel awful for her at this point. Although, given what Natsuki said, I wouldn't blame Monica. Guess there's only one way to find out. There's a door at the top of the stairs which opens out to the rooftop. I'm bracing myself. I put my hand on the cold steel door and push it open. Man, the view from up here is really something. I shiver as the wind cuts through my blazer. It's a cold and desolate place. A fitting setting for what just happened. I look around and there she is, leaning slightly over the barriers, the edge of the rooftop, face turned away from me. Not a peep sounds from her. Not even wind slams the door behind me close. Monica? No answer. I slowly approach her, making as little noise as possible in some illogical attempt to not scare her away. You, looked pretty upset, so I thought I'd come find you. I trail off, mentally berating myself at how weak that must have sounded. She stays completely still as I sidle up to her side, leaning on the railing so I can see her face. I know what I expected, but her expression is oddly calm. Monica. Beautiful view, isn't it? Yeah, you could say that. Is that the reason you came up here? It's part of it. On days like this, the wind and the eternally stretching blue sky make me feel like I can go anywhere. It feels freeing. There's something comforting in the possibility of getting swallowed up by that blue. Being able to simultaneously take control and lose control. Monica, well, I know that you're obviously not okay. I'm not asking if you're okay to know if you're okay. I'm going to ask if you're okay so you can choose to talk to me about whatever if you want to give you an opportunity to open up. So, are you okay? A thin smile appears on her face. Progress? That's sweet of you, Ratsmith. To be honest, I didn't expect you to have any tact at all. Me neither. Did you expect that I'd be crying up here? Contemplating suicide or something? Don't worry, I wouldn't do it just because of the festival. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to cry it out. You know, I actually thought that I would cry at first. Maybe I'm all cried out. I guess I've come to terms with all the things that Natsuki said already. She says such weighty words so casually. Natsuki said wasn't true, Monica. I think you're a fantastic president. I hasten to try to give less empty words after she arches an eyebrow at me. And I'm not just saying that to cheer you up either. Remember what I said to you before the festival during your little pep talk? She faintly nods. Well, I'm going to reiterate it anyway because it's important that you're aware of how much I mean it. Thank you for everything. You took me in when I really needed it. Remember how I said earlier that I've been feeling lonely? She nods again. Well, that's how things have been for me recently. I haven't seen much of my parents lately, and most days I'd spend alone. All of that changed when I joined your club. You were all so friendly and welcoming. Not once did you ever turn me away because I wasn't a poet. I mean, between you and me, I know poems weren't the greatest. You have a lot of potential, Ratsmith. I did like your poems. Well, I'm glad you think so. But anyway, that's besides the point. You accepted me for who I was, always willing to help me. And more importantly, you've created something that 3 other girls hold dear to their hearts. Definitely the sign of a good president, if you ask me. Monica looks down for a moment as if she's composing herself and then meets my eyes with a smile. Thank you, Ratsmith. It really means a lot. Like I said earlier, hearing all of this from a newcomer really does make me believe I've hit my goals I set for myself. All I wanted was to create a little place that people could call home no matter their writing ability. See, I knew that she felt that way. Well, to take it from someone who joined only a few days ago, then, you've definitely succeeded. Also, you had not made this club. I would have gotten to meet... If you had not made this club, I would have never gotten to meet Yuri and Natsuki, or been able to hang out with Sayori again. Nor would I have gotten to know you better either. And that would have been a real shame, eh? I playfully nudge her, receiving a nudge back. This past week has been the happiest I've ever been in a long, long time. And that is all thanks to you. We share a smile, one that I'm now sure is completely genuine on Monica's part. I don't really know what to say. It's okay, seriously, I just wanted you to know how I felt. Anyway, Natsuki was a bit out of order with her words, but honestly I don't think she meant it. I guess tensions were just running really high, and you know better than anyone how fiery she can be. Yeah, I know she was just really upset, but hearing those words, it hit pretty deep, you know? Yeah, it hit me deep. I'm not you, Monica. I tried telling myself not to take her words to heart because I know she was just upset. But it was that line about Sayori being a better president. I don't know why it got under my skin so much. It was just spite, Monica. People say awful things that they don't mean when they're upset. Sayori and Yuri are talking now to her, and I get the feeling she wants to apologize and just doesn't know how. Well, that's something Natsuki needs to work on, by the way. Thank you for making the effort to find me. It really means a lot. I'm suddenly struck by the situation I'm in. Here I am alone, with one of the most attractive, popular girls of the year, having heart-to-heart. Probably a situation most of the other guys in the school would kill to be in. I've never really understood this mindset. I know it's pretty common, but like, people valuing another human being based on how popular they are is something I've never understood at all. Like, I know some people, it's like if you talk to somebody famous, you're like, ah! For me, it's just like, we're all just fucking 7 billion human beings, a flesh bag of meat with a brain and a soul, walking around doing our own thing, with our own values and lives and experiences, but we're all in the same goddamn planet, living the same life, and currently in the same decade. So it's like, people valuing somebody else just because they have more friends or are considered popular by other people, why are you judging somebody based on people you don't know's opinions? Make your own opinion of somebody. Meet someone and talk to them and create some genuine friendships. It doesn't matter how many friends or how lack of friends somebody has. It doesn't make commentary on the value of a human. I have met fantastic people that literally don't talk to anybody aside from their mom and dad, and they're fucking awesome. And that has no bearing on the quality of a person at all. Not at all. Zyka says, yeah, I feel that. I don't understand it either. You know, for some reason, Doki really brings out the deepest conversations on this stream, I feel like. I don't really know why. But that's just something I feel very passionate about. I only said it because I don't like the way that he worded that. I don't know. I mean, it's not wrong to feel proud of yourself for talking to a popular girl, but putting her on a pedestal when you're not judging her as a person, but judging her by the way other people see her just doesn't sit right with me. I don't like that idea at all. Everyone should be treated fairly. Moving on. Probably a situation most of the other guys in the school would kill to be in. My face heats up a little as I process the heartfelt, rather vulnerable scene we're both in. You're welcome, Monica. Nothing to thank me for. I sheepishly scratch the back of my head. He's nervous now. He's overthinking it. We should go find the others, though. Don't want them to be worried or anything. We stand up and make our way back to the door. I hope so. It wasn't exactly nice to be told you have a perfect life and that you've never experienced any difficulty. Yeah, that line is the one personally that pissed me off the most, more than the Sayori one. Because that one, the Sayori one was just a fucking petty jab that has no basis to it. But, because I mean, it has no base. I'm not saying nothing against Sayori. I'm saying it because Monica made the club and got everyone together and organized literally everything and always keeps everyone on track. So like, just, you know, completely without any citation or evidence saying that Sayori would be better for no fucking reason. It's just petty. But the one that bothered me was this one, because this is one of my greatest pet peeves of all time in all of humanity, which is that people do not know anything about your personal life. Nothing. Just because somebody doesn't fucking open up to you and go, yeah, I cut my wrist and I'm depressed and my parents are divorced and I hate my life and blah, 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 and I'm a fucking whiner and I just, yeah. I'm not saying it's, you know, everybody has their problems. I'm not saying you gotta keep it to yourself. I'm just saying that somebody who wants other people to smile and shows confidence to make people feel comfortable and welcoming because they're not trying to open up to every fucking person they talk to guilt trip them into talking to you is just, I just hate that. If you can't tell by the passion in my voice, I fucking hate that. Like, do not say that, oh, you have it easy, because you force yourself to put on a smile and make other people happy, and you're always a joy to be around, and you actually make people want to hang around with each other. You bring people together. Just because you do that doesn't mean that somehow you have it more together than everybody else. Everyone has their own problems. Some people could literally just get a bad grade on their homework, and it could make them want to fucking kill themselves, unironically. And some people could have half of their family die and are suffering through 3 mental illnesses, 1 physical one, being on the brink of going homeless and lose their children, and they're fine. Because everybody handles things differently. You can't just fucking judge a book by its cover and just claim, oh, well, you just have it fucking easy, so you don't know shit. Because that is ignorant and pathetic, and do not ever disvalue somebody else's thoughts. Do not take away somebody else's integrity when you don't even know them. That's just, I just hate that. I just actually hate that so badly. I think Natsuki is, I'm not going to let this game, Doki Blue Skies, harbor my opinion of Natsuki across the entire universe, because in Doki Summertime in the original game and DDLC Plus, I actually kind of like Natsuki. But holy shit, I absolutely despise her in Blue Skies. Like, literally, if she were kicked out of the fucking club for that outburst, I would clap. I will get up. If she gets kicked out, I will turn my camera to the living room over here and do Gundam style and go, hey, and I'll fucking dance because I'll be so goddamn happy. That is how much she pissed me off. All right, I'm just saying, chat. Okay, sorry to be Yuri Yapatron. I hope you guys don't mind me getting real. I just felt like talking about that. But, anyways, sorry if you're just waiting to see the next line. And that you've never experienced or gone through any difficulties. As we make our way back to the club, I just hope that Sayori and Yuri were able to talk some sense into Natsuki. Hot damn, someone clip it when he does Gantum style. The last thing we need is another argument. She's silent as we wordlessly make our way back to the classroom. We finally arrive. I squeeze her shoulders as she takes a deep breath and walks in. Ah, they're back! Yuri and Sayori hurry over to us, looking worriedly at Monica. Meanwhile, Natsuki remains standing off to the side by herself, arms folded. Yuri looks weirdly pissed. She probably does not want to be dealing with this at all. Hey guys, I'm alright, really. Taking some time outside helped me clear my head, and I'm feeling a lot better now. Not to mention, Ratsmith was a real help too. I'm relieved. It was a frightening prospect to consider losing our club president. Yeah, and now that everyone's calmed down, can we talk things out? Natsuki, why don't you come join us?
Ah, fine!
She drags her feet as she makes her way over to us. I notice Monica fidgeting with the hem of her skirt and smile reassuringly at her.
Okay, so I'm here.
Natsuki's eyes dart up to meet Monica's just for a second.
So,
There's an awkward silence as Natsuki's voice trails away. Sayori raises her eyebrows at her, causing the smaller girl to return with a glare. I think what Natsuki means to say is that she just said all those things in the heat of the moment. A crime of passion, as it were.
Hey, geez, I can speak for myself, okay?
She says that, but...
Alright, I'm just gonna get this over with. What I wanted to say was that I didn't mean it when I said that you were a bad president. I mean, I guess it's pretty clear that you care a lot about this club.
Sayori nods vigorously, egging her on.
It's just that those jerks pissed me off so much that I blurted out random things and needed the vent. But I won't lie, it does seem like you always get special treatment because you're so popular.
Chill out with the envy, Jesus.
But then again, I wouldn't know what you have to go through. You're on a totally different level from the rest of us.
Natsuki.
Anyway, that's all, I guess. I've always seen you as a friend, and I hope that you'll still be able to see me as one too.
There's tension in the air once again as we anxiously wait for Monica's response. Natsuki shifts back and forth on her feet, looking like she's almost wanting to run away from the scene. Thank you for saying that. I'm not going to lie either. Your comment doubting my presidency hurt. It's definitely not true though. You're a great president, Monica. Yeah, you brought all of us together. Without you, we wouldn't have become friends, and I wouldn't have even been introduced to the world of poetry. I agree. It's an amazing feeling to be able to talk to like-minded individuals.
Yeah, as far as presidents go, we definitely could do worse.
And so, what if you nudged us into the festival? I guess it's only normal for the president of all people to want the club to grow. Ha, thanks, guys. And I guess after all that, I have no choice but to accept Natsuki's apology, eh? I mean, it would be really great if you could. That's certainly an understatement. We all turn to look at Yuri, surprised at the glimpse of a humorous side to her. Did I say something strange? Oh, Yuri, you're so funny. Eh? I let out a breath I'd been subconsciously holding. It seems like everyone's turned out well in the end, or at least as well as they can given the circumstances. Okay, everyone. And with that catchphrase, everything seems alright in the world once again. I totally forgot to mention this. But we still need to clean everything up. I'm sure that with all of us working together, though, it won't take that long to do. I'm assuming everyone's just going to skip the festival and go home after this. I'm pretty tired after all the stuff that just happened. As am I.
Same here.
I wish I could leave too, but I have a shift in my class's cafe after this. It's alright, though. Everyone get moving then, so you can all go home. Everyone starts cleaning up the room, myself included. Yuri and Natsuki start packing up the essential oils set up in cupcake trays respectively. Meanwhile, Sayori, Monica, and I pick up everything left on the ground and desks. It's like we're erasing all the trace the festival happened in here. Although, I can't help but think that's still lingering tension in the air despite Monica's cheery expression. I have a feeling that Monica might just be putting the club before herself in this case. The only thing I can do now is hope that everyone will feel better tomorrow. It'll be pretty nice to get home from school early for a change and be able to relax. Although now that I think about it, I only have anime and video games to look forward to. I guess everything that's happened today is going to be plaguing my mind tonight. Oh damn, it really does end there? He doesn't even hang out with anyone? Damn, I kind of wanted to see them hang out more. That got surprisingly tense, Chad, if I'm being honest. Ooh, Jesus, I hate that sound. Morning already? I groaned as I fell off my alarm clock. Oh, God, turn it off. I don't like that sound at all. I actually got really anxious, angry, and then started smiling on the rooftop scene with Monica. That was... I have to say, I have to commend the writing of the game. I'm going to be honest with you. It's actually pretty riveting when it wants to be. And I like the immersion. You know, it was, I will admit, I'm going to be completely bluntly honest. It was a pretty slow burn. The first stream went by really slowly, but I hope that the voice acting and the constant jokes and jabs made it fun for everyone. And it did have a lot of repetitive content from the original Doki, but the new poems, the expansion on concepts like Natsuki and Yuri's argument and them reconciling and all the festival preparations and the build-up and what we just saw, it was really... really engaging. I'm really liking this mod. And thankfully, I don't think it's too short. I think there's still a bit more. So, also, it's only 10, so I'm personally not done. But just to avoid everybody getting too tired, and for the sake of my health, why don't we all get up and stretch and grab a drink if you don't have one by you already. Please stretch. Don't just sit down and you know, let your body fall asleep. Even if you're going to sleep, it's healthier to stretch first. Stretch those arms above your head. Get your gut stretched out. Stretch your arms in some circles. Get your neck stretched. All right, it's time to stretch a little bit. I'm gonna be back in like 3 to 4 minutes after a small potty break. So I'll be back shortly, chat. I guess it's a little silent. Let me actually put on some music here before I go.
direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home.
Okay, I'm back.
For a clue. No, I can't see. I real blind like a film left out in the sun.
Hello, hello, hello. I hope it wasn't too long. I actually have no idea how long that was. I might be back early. Welcome back. Chat. I'm saying welcome back. I guess I'm back, but maybe you're back too. In case I'm back early, I guess I'll wait a second before continuing. I'm not sure if anybody else. I don't want anybody else to miss anything. Although it's just the morning, so there's probably not gonna be too much going on. But in case you guys don't click on my totally cringy ddlc memes, let me pull up a couple for you guys to watch.
God.
Hold on. Let me get my little window open here. All right. So here's the first one. All right. Here's our first meme.
She's so hot. I need her to beat me and call me mean names. All right. Thank you very much for the information. Barack Hussein Obama?
I don't know. All right. Thank you very much for the information. I kind of want to make that a new soundbite for the Twitch because that's kind of funny. I need her to beat me and call me mean names. All right. Thank you very much for the information. Okay. Well, that was the thing I said. You tell the DDLC characters you goon too much. She just steps back all the way. Reasonable. She's horrified. She's horrified. Monica, what's your reaction? She's like, the fuck? The fuck? Okay. Anyways. One more. We'll do one more before we continue. I swear I posted more DDLC memes. Oh, wait, I already showed you guys that one. I totally already showed you guys this one. I'm just going to pull it up again anyway. Oh boy, wow, realistic. Yeah, very, very realistic reactions. This is so stupid. I want to learn how to make these. I need to make some DDLC memes for us, chat. I am officially a Doki YouTuber, and I'm going to contribute to the cause. But anyhow. Messes, bruh. Alright, well, I don't think there's any music right now. No, there's not. Viggle.ai? Oh, is that what it's called? Is it hard to use? I'll figure it out my own time, actually. It's fine. Oh, wait, no. You used it, Tame, didn't you? I think you did, actually. For that fucking Delugan meme or whatever. But, let me go ahead and continue. Man, I just feel like sinking into the depths of my bed. I can feel that. Is it natural to feel this tired after waking up? What's the time anyway? 10:30 a.m. Holy crap, I've already pretty much missed the first two classes. Oh, man. Should I even go to school today? Or should I just cut my losses and skip? Fierce battle rages within my mind as I lay there. And after a beat, I leap out of bed and begin throwing on my uniform. I don't even want to go to school, but I strangely feel compelled to stick to my everyday routine. Guess Mom really trained me well. No time to eat breakfast today. To be honest, I'm usually too lazy to cook anything anyway. It's not good, MC. It's 10:39 a.m. now. I'm making a good time. Hang on. It's Saturday. As that realization hits me, I get the nervous tension drains out of my body, leaving me slouched over and exhausted. Wait, it's Saturday? Was how is it Saturday? Wasn't the festival on Monday? I guess they just skipped the rest of the week? Is that what happened? So I'm assuming this is a time skip because Friday they decided that they split up for the weekend. Sunday we went out with Sayori and prepared, and it was Monday was the festival. So now it's Saturday? So I guess they skipped a week. Okay. As that realization hits me, all the nervous tension drains out of my body, leaving me slouched over and exhausted. Now that I'm already out of bed, I might as well do something productive today. Although I'll have to get changed into my normal clothes first. At least there's no school to get through today, although, unfortunately, the Literature Club is still feeling the effects of the festival. Thankfully, the awkward atmosphere is only subtle, but even I, a newbie, can see that everyone's been treading on eggshells. I really do hope that things eventually go back to normal, but at this rate, I could easily see everyone drifting apart. Oh, man. Fucking Natsuki ruined it!
Sold it!
Cooked. I'm here. Welcome back, Zach. I didn't miss too much. It's a Saturday. Monica hasn't spoken to me about things yet either. I meant to talk to her about the festival argument the other day, but I just couldn't figure out a way to confront her about this. It's probably just me being too reluctant to bring things up, but I never really found the right time to talk. I should get out of the house for once and stop thinking about these things. It'll be a nice change of pace from staying on my computer all day. Gotta get rid of that pasty, pale complexion. Okay. At least the weather isn't bad today. It's a regular sunny day, not too hot and not too cold. This song from the original Doki is such a fucking vibe. It makes me happy. MC a goblin? Oh yeah. A pasty goblin. It's just me. A poblin sorry. It's just me, my bag, and come to think of it, I don't even know where I'm heading to. Yeah, I'll just text Sarah and see how she's doing. Well, she's probably not awake yet anyway. I haven't hung out with her in a while. It might prove to be a nice surprise for her. Actually, the more I think about it, the more appealing the idea sounds. I imagine the festival fiasco probably upset her given how much she cares for the club and the other girls. Can't hurt to see if she's okay and take her mind off of it. Besides, I can't imagine she has much going on either. I wonder if this would be Yuri or Natsuki if you're on that route. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I bet you guys are really curious. After Natsuki's fucking slaughter of Monika's person and apparently the entire vibes of the club, I don't know how much I want to do a Natsuki route in this fucking game. I dig out my phone and shoot her a message. Oh, what's this? Hey, Sayori, what's up? No reply. I check the time. Knowing Sayori, she's probably still sleeping. I suppose anything before noon is considered early for her. Then, okay, I'm not that much better. I can't judge. I'm not much better. The only reason I'm up so early on a Saturday is because I thought it was a school day. I chuckled to myself. My parents would definitely be surprised if they learned I was awake before midday on a Saturday. Dad used to joke around all the time about me being nocturnal, like I was a vampire. Oh god, I'm thinking of that fucking cursed Donk TK video where they're like, look at the little gremlin came out of his room. Oh, he finally came down to get some sunshine. They're like, yeah, you fucking came out of your room finally. And then they're like, they're just fucking berating him. Like it's, if you've ever been part of an American family like that, you know exactly what they're talking about. Like, oh, he finally fucking came down. And then after they leave, it's like, he's such a nice boy. I just wish he'd come down for us. Well, maybe he doesn't come down because you fucking scare the shit out of him and berate him. My God. A casket. A coffin. Dude, that's every day for me. That's very common for Americans because our ideals are all fucked. Anyways, thinking about it, given my sleep schedules, he wasn't wrong. Shame I don't have the ability to turn into a bat, though. Or super speed. Well, at least the weather's nice. It's only October now, which is the best of both worlds. I never really thought about what time of year it was in Doki. Is it around October? As in, it's not quite as hot as in the summer, and the real bite of winter hasn't kicked in yet. A cranium, a skull, arachnid, a spider. What are you talking about, Coffee? What? Is this some kind of word game? Are you being a poet right now? Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's fairly warm with fluffy white clouds accompanying the blue skies. Oh, dog, where I live, it's never warm in October. Well, I guess it's not true. It can't be. Perching down on a bench, I aimlessly flick through my phone while I wait for Sayori's reply. Finally, my phone goes off. That's a nice ringtone. Hi, Red Smith. Sorry about the delay. I just woke up. Lol. Called it. Don't worry about it. Just wondered if you wanted to go to the park or something. It's a nice day after all. Sure thing. Which one? Oh, you'll see. I'll keep it a surprise. Sounds fun. Just give me a few minutes to get ready, okay? Yep, just let me know when you're dressed and I'll meet you outside your house. Alrighty. As I slip my phone back into my pocket, I start to aimlessly plan what we'll get up to. I need this after that fucking festival. My God. It was weirdly tense. There's a park near our house. When we were children, it was almost like a second home to us. Oh, I kind of know what they mean. It wasn't a park by my house, but my neighborhood was weird. And we had these typical hangout places when I was growing up. Because I used to hang out with the kids like down the block. And you know, actually, like Sayori, their parents are fine if I just walked right into their house midday without knocking or anything. Like, It actually was exactly like how the MC explained Sayori. Like, excuse me. My goodness. Oh my god. Rat dies on the street. Go ahead. This is the end. Oh, oh my goodness. What just happened? Something went down my throat. Oh god. Okay. I might be recovering from this sometime soon. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I thought I was gonna die, chat. Oh, excuse me. GG rip. Okay, the revival of Rathu. My goodness. Okay, what the fuck was I saying? Whatever. So much time spent exploring. We used to get tons of ice cream at the playground after working the puppy dog eyes on our parents. In fact, I think it was a very... excuse me. I think it was at that very park I first met Sayori. Something about ice cream? Not even surprised we met and incidentally initially bonded over food. Good times. Another notification. Okay, I'm good. Coming out now. Oh, it's this background. See the Doki verse. It truly has established an entire town. And you know, the whole thing. With Sayori in tow, we make our way over. Already, I'm reminded of the time we spent together last Sunday. I'm hoping today is just as enjoyable. Although last time she got to learn a little more about me. I didn't get to learn much about her. Well, in the time we've been apart, I've got no idea how she's finding school or what her interests are, but her plans for finding the future, all that stuff. So I know you said it's meant to be a surprise, but can I get a teeny tiny hint? Should I? Please, after all, it's super early. Check my watch, it's 11:30. Sayori, it's almost noon. Yeah, super early. Is this how my mom feels when I talk to her? Oh my goodness. I mean, she's not wrong. I suppose you've got a point. All right. I lean in conspiratorially. This is super top secret stuff. Understood, Agent. If I gave you the codename Childhood, where would you think? She scrunches up her face, fiddling with a strand of her hair in her hands. Oh, I know. Is she going to get on it on her first try? I'll be mightily impressed. You're not taking me back to elementary school, are you? Well, that hope got shot down. Can't help but sigh. No, worth a try. I'll give you another hint. Do you remember where we first met? It wasn't elementary school, was it? If you say that one more time. I'm just kidding. You're kind of fun to wind up sometimes, you know. Makes a change from you always being a meanie to me. Ha! You love it, really. It's the only way I can get back at you from all those times you tricked me. What? I can't read. It's the only way I can get back from all those tricks you used to play on me, you know? Tricks? I don't know what you're talking about. That innocent childlike grin is back on her face. Already, I'm glad I decided to text her instead of going back to sleep. What about the time you told my mom that I already threw that tennis ball at you so she'd make you give me candy? What? Or that time we climbed that tree and got stuck. Or I told you it'd be too high, but you don't listen. My dad had to get us down. I grin. Although that climb was pretty fun, the view was incredible. See, it wasn't all bad. I've actually done that before when I was a kid, where I climbed a tree that was way too fucking tall. And I was like, oh my god, if I jump down, I'm gonna break my fucking leg. And it was crazy tall. Like, seriously? I remember there was this tree, okay, picture this. Like, my uncle's house, when I went to his house occasionally, was here. And he lived on, like, it wasn't a roundabout, it was like a triangle street was ahead of him, where it, like, one way this way, one way this way, one way this way. And there's a bunch of stop signs at each corner. But in the middle of it, there was, like, grass and a bunch of tall trees. And one of them was literally, like, 50 foot tall. It was fucking huge. And it was, like, 10 foot to get to the first branch. Somehow, when I was much more athletic as a child, I ran and jumped onto the branch and managed to pull myself up. I was a light kid. And, I remember after climbing up some branches, It was kind of easy to climb when you just grab them and pull yourself up if you're somewhat athletic as a child. But then getting down from these high-ass branches, I was like over 15 foot in the air. I was like, oh my god, if I jump down from here, I'm gonna fucking break my goddamn ankles. I was so scared. I actually had to have pretty much the same experience. I remember I was so embarrassing. I had my uncle like fucking carry me down. I like dangled down and I was like, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna fucking die! Okay, sorry, it's Markiplier reference. Anyway. I know, it was all good-natured. We used to get up to so much mischief. We sure did. Anyway, I think we know where we're going. Paku Park, right? Ah, so there is something ahead of yours after all then. Hey! Ah, so here we are. Oh, I love this place. It's the Dokiverse! We're back in the Doki Summertime Park. Hell yeah, see the Dokiverse, guys. Doki Mods is just Doki Expansion Pack, really. Haven't been here in so long. Yeah, me neither. Guys, I might actually make a Doki mod at some point. I'm gonna be honest.
Let's fucking go!
Deja vu, I've been in this place before. Heck yeah, we have. I'm excited to be back. We take a seat on a wooden bench. Oh my god, I'm blind, sorry. Which affords us a lovely view of the park around us. Children are playing all sorts of ball games as their parents chat amicably. Dogs are running around as their owners laugh and chase them. I smile. Here with Sayori, I truly feel like I'm at home. This is so fucking wholesome. It's so sweet. Rat's gonna learn Python. I will. You know, Monica in Monica After Story actually teaches Python tips in Monica. Oh, speaking of which, I know Tam Man and Alice and probably some of you have been asking if I'm doing more Monica streams. I'm not done. I'm just kind of spacing them out so we can do some story games, so I'm not always fucking just talking to Monica. But I'm definitely not done with Monica After Story. I'll probably stream another one somewhat soon. Figured it'd do both of us good to take a trip down memory lane, huh? Especially after that fiasco of the festival and everything. Oh, yeah. From the change of her tone and expression, the festival still looks like it's bothering her. I can't blame her. All the club members are feeling it. I was hoping by now things would go back to how they used to. Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, the festival was a bit of a failure, but the club is still a nice place for us 5, right? Sorry, looks ahead, idly poking a twig at her feet. Yeah, it is. I just wish people weren't so mean. You'll practice super hard, too. And all that for nothing. Hey, come on, Sayori. It's not like you to be so depressing. We shouldn't dwell too much on that anyway. What's done is done, right? Besides, I want today to be a good day. She blinks as a slightly shameful look crosses her features. Oh yeah, you're right, Redsmith, sorry. No, don't apologize. After all, it was me who brought it up, so I can't really talk. Anyway, I brought you here because I know this place means a lot to you. I was worried you might be upset, so I was hoping this would cheer you up. Aw, thanks, Redsmith. You didn't have to do that. Well, but most importantly, I just need an excuse to get out of the house. She pokes me in the ribs as I laugh. And besides, spending time with you on Sunday made me realize that we have a lot to catch up on. She giggles. I guess both of us just don't know where to start. It's almost like we've just met and don't know what to say to each other. In a strange way, I guess that is the case to some extent. I guess I'll start. You know, I've always been curious as to know why you joined the literature club. I didn't really think that poetry was your thing. She leans forward, resting her chin on her knees. Well, Monica and I are actually in the same class. She's the one who told me about it. In a way, I guess I was kind of like you. Like me? Yeah, as in I didn't really think much of poetry. It's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't think too much about it. I mean, that's pretty normal, yeah. Poetry's not exactly a common media nowadays. But as I joined, and Monica told me more and more about literature, about how poetry can be a really nice way to express yourself, I loved it! Anyone can write poetry, and that's what I really like. It doesn't matter who you are, what your interests are, or how good you are. There's something for everyone. Yeah, I think that's true. Interesting. Yuri, Monica, and Sayori all appreciate poetry for different reasons. I get the sense that Yuri likes poetry as it gives her an opportunity to express deep, complex stuff. Monica seems to be on a similar wavelength to Yuri, but I think she prefers abstract stuff more. Then again, I guess Yuri uses a lot of abstract themes in her poems. Who knows? I'm still an amateur. Sayori notices my chuckle. I like how he doesn't even mention Natsuki. You know, honestly, it wasn't even really... I mean, okay, like, here's the thing. I think that the festival was a little depressing because they wanted it to go better and they all put their hearts into it and it didn't go well. So of course it'd be a little depressing. But if anything, they probably should have logically bonded through that experience and been like, well, at least we have each other. It didn't go well, but we tried our hardest. Well, let's just go back to hanging out like we always have, guys. But no, Natsuki had to be a bitch about it. And that just left a fucking horrible taste in everybody's mouth. Like, why turn it into a personal fucking attack against Monica and kind of the rest of the club for it going so awful? Instead of just being like, oh my god, that was so terrible, guys. Let's just clean up and hang out, right? No, she had to be a bitch about it. My god. I don't know, like, I respect somebody for being the bigger man and somebody being an awful person, but forgiving them and giving them a second chance and be like, it's okay, we'll move on from this. Personally, if Natsuki did that to me, I would not fucking talk to her again. I'm just gonna be completely real with you. That was way too much. That was toxic. That was super messed up. Yeah. Yeah. Natsuki, come here. Natsuki, I just want to say, the fuck! No, I'm kidding, sorry. What's up? Ah, nothing. I was just thinking about how everyone in the club seems to appreciate different things in poetry. What else? Saria's a faraway look in her eyes. She asked the next question. I remember we used to think alike in so many ways. Like when we used to look at the clouds and see a lot of similar things in the sky. So I wonder, do we still do that? It's an interesting topic. I agree, and I had totally forgotten how much we used to enjoy cloud watching back in the day. Every time I remember something more from our childhoods, it brings a smile to my face. Cloud watching perfectly captured that innocent, carefree essence of nostalgia. I had totally forgotten about that, huh? We really let our imaginations run wild, didn't we? And the best thing is, it worked. Yeah, the clouds are so cool like that. What about that one? She takes my outstretched finger in her hands and points at a specific spot. This is also taken from Summertime. I remember this background. Aha! Yeah, I can see that one now. This looks like a fish. Oh, it's so small. Look at that one. Kind of looks like a little frog. That's what I love about the clouds. They're so... What's the word? Cloudy? Ow. You really like poking me in the ribs, don't you? I was trying to think of the right word. No, I think I heard Yuri say it once. Versatile? I think that means that something is... I forgot. Sounds like it fits. That sounds about right. Pretty cool how different people see things when they look at the same exact one. Yeah, that is interesting, actually. Someone throw away Natsuki's Yaaay manga? Is that how you spell Yaaay? Oh my goodness. I wonder what the other girls would see. Fluffy kittens for Natsuki, and something spooky for Yuri. You knew them too well, huh? What do you think Monica would see? A piano? I mean, you can interpret a cloud however you want, right? I'm just thinking of stuff that reminds me of her. No, I'm happy we still get to cloud gaze that same exact way. You know, Monica is a very abstract person, isn't she? For as open as she is with so many topics, and as inclusive as she is and talkative as she can be when she wants to be, she is a very, like, kind of reclusive person, strangely. Because honestly, I don't know that much about Monica. Whereas I feel like you know quite a bit about the other girls. I mean, if you count Summertime lore, I know a bit more about her, but if you count actual game lore, I really don't know that much about Monica. Yeah, that makes two of us. I was kind of worried that maybe we'd, I don't know, drifted too far apart. So to think that so much that we'd be totally different people, but that doesn't look to be the case. Yeah, by the way, Red Smith, I've been meaning to ask you, how are you doing in school? Geez, Sayori, that's a kind of boring question, don't you think? Don't try and worm out of this one, mister. I still worry about you, you know. I just want to know if you're doing fine, that's all. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing to worry about. I'm doing just fine. You sound a bit like Mom. I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult. A mystery we'll take to our graves, eh? Her subsequent pout makes me chuckle. If I got you a popsicle, would that make you less pouty with me? Huh. You think you could change my mood with food, huh? Depends on the flavor. Mental note to self. If Sayori is ever actually annoyed with me, just get her something sweet. Who knows when that information will come in handy later. Oh, this is a unique background. Oh my god, I used to go to parks that look just like this one all the fucking time. Maz, this reminds me of the one that fucking Alex took us to, and we just got lost, like, off the path in the middle of nowhere. We had no idea where we were going. We were, like, actually lost for 20 minutes. The more I think about it, perhaps I was wrong to worry it would have changed too much. After all, I'm pretty much still the same person. 6 or so years isn't that much time, I guess. That's kind of a fucking while. One thing that hasn't changed is how much she loves to explore. How much our imagination accommodates that. Forests weren't just forests. They were part of a magical land inhabited by an array of mythical creatures. Oh, what is this background? This looks like something from Lilo and Stitch. Beaches weren't just sand and sea. They were a tropical paradise, home to countless happy childhood memories. You know, the beach is a happy place. If it's a nice beach like this one. I fucking love beaches. Like, I adore the beach, really. I mostly prefer the ocean over a lakeside beach. I like a lakeside beach too, but it needs to be a well kept up with lakeside beach, because some lakeside beaches are just fucking... I'm just projecting because my city's beach is not kept up with that well, unfortunately. Beaches weren't just sand and sea, they were a tropical paradise, home to countless happy childhood memories. Searching for crabs, aimless splashing in the sea, checking out hidden coves. Siri could even transform our homes into something they weren't. Oh, whose house is this? We used to jump from sofa to sofa, chair to chair, pretending that the floor was lava. That game never got old. I'm pretty sure every kid on the planet has played it too. Yeah, probably. You know something, Sayori? She's slightly ahead of me, ducking under a tree branch. We're now in the forest part of the park. That's such a sudden realization as to why your poems are so good. Coffee says hallelujah. Yeah, they're not that good. No, seriously, your imagination has always been super strong. All those games we used to play as children. You were always part of your own little world. You know, chat, what is your guys' favorite poetry and Doki? I'm just curious. Between the abstract, very feeling-driven, kind of like... I don't know how you'd explain Monica's poems. They're abstract, but like they give you feelings. Like the words... You don't really understand what they mean, but as you read them, you can feel what she's feeling as you hear it, like because they're kind of intense a little bit and they're powerful. Yuri's are like gothic and kind of obscure and really make you think a lot and immerse you into the poem. Perhaps are a little too confusing at certain points, but they are like they have a lot of imagery. Natsuki's are very like they make you think a lot about a simple topic. Like they take a simple thing and make an analogy to it so that you can like kind of look at it in a different way. And Sayori's are very feeling driven. Like they make you feel happy or sad or both. And they really do paint these like very serene, bittersweet paintings. And I actually really like Sayori's poems. Coffee says, I like Yuri's imagery most. Interesting. Yuri's are definitely the most in-depth. I think that my favorites are probably... between Sayori or Monica, I like I don't know. Monica's are interesting. It's like, if we're talking poetry that I like in other video games, like Silent Hill or Zelda, that's kind of reminiscent of how Monica writes. I like those abstract, but like cool feeling poems that like make you feel something. And I like Sayori's because they're just so relatable. They make me kind of happy or really like deep. Yuri's I like, but I don't always understand them, and sometimes I'm not as interested. Like the raccoon poem in actual ddlc is one of my least favorite. It's fine, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Her first poem is really good. Yuri's first poem about being the ghost in the light and how there's only one old light left and how it, like, you know, you're kind of stuck bathing in the old orange lights before they all are changed to the green blue hue of the future. I like that one. I kind of relate to that one. So I guess I honestly don't really remember right now. Fair enough. Fair enough. And for counting poems from this game, 2, I think Monica's are my favorite from this game, and Sayori's okay, so pretty much just the same as the actual game. Then Yuri's, and nothing against Natsuki, because I like her I'll Be Your Beach Woman, I like Amy like spiders, but I don't enjoy them as much as Yuri's, so I think, sorry Natsuki, I just don't, I like her poems, but they're still my least favorite, unfortunately. I don't like her in this game, though, I'll say that. Anyways, and it shows in your poems. I'm glad you picked up on it. Writing poems is half the fun. The other half is showing them to people, especially when they like what you've written. What's your thought process behind why you write your poems? You know, I actually feel this way about art. Like, it's fun making them and being proud and trying to figure out, like, trying to be proud of what you're creating, be satisfied with it, and learn how to improve. But then showing it to people and seeing the reactions to what you've created is a pride that I just love. Even if it's not a good reaction. I can still use it to learn how to improve. Or like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about it that way. I'll think about that for next time. But I take a lot of pride in my art, and I really like showing it to people. So I definitely agree with that. What's your thought process while you write your poems? Like, how do you write them? That's a good question. Like, just go with my heart. I guess that's kind of tricky to explain. I think it just depends on my mood. Like, when I wrote Dear Sunshine, I was in a pretty good mood. More like you were just hungry, given you wrote it while you were eating breakfast. I was in a good mood because I was eating breakfast. Anyway, so with bottles, well, I guess I was thinking about how much I want people to be happy. So that's the answer to your question. It just depends on my mood and what I happen to be thinking about. Yeah, I guess everybody writes poems in their own way. I wonder how the others do it. I'd actually love to ask them that. It's so fucking interesting, actually. Yeah, me too, actually. It'd be kind of interesting to see how you all approach poetry. Although I think I wouldn't be able to understand how someone like Yaaay does it. Her poetry still goes over my head. Good to know I'm not the only one. They're fucking jabbing her. Although, what about your fairy tale poem? You know, her fairy tale poem from this game is actually really good. I like that one. That was actually one of my favorite ones. I still like bottles more, though. What was your thought process behind that one? Oh, that one. It was an immediate shift in atmosphere. There wasn't really one. I just felt like writing it, I guess. You said your poems are based on what you're thinking of or feeling at the time, right? What about you, Ratsmith? Oh, she doesn't want to talk about this. How do you write yours? I should have known she'd still be a little cagey about that one. Thinking back to her behavior on Friday, I guess that's to be expected. What is it about that poem and her behavior that bothers me so much? Is it because it shows a side to Sayori that's totally new to me? One that I'm not used to? Yeah, she hasn't opened up about the depression at all in this timeline. Or because I know there's still something she isn't telling me. Ratsmith? Oh, sorry, I was spacing out a little. Well, I guess I'm similar to you, I suppose. I just pick a bunch of words that best describe what I'm thinking about and then write a poem based on those. That was not a bad idea for writing, I have to say. I actually kind of write that way. Like, I don't write poems, but I do write that way, where I take a bunch of weird, funny, and scary, and just, like, liminal cool concepts, and I combine them. Like, for the Sky Invasion arc of R&R, I essentially took a bunch of memes, like the weird emoji face, like the what emoji from that old 90s game. I took the Schnappy cat, and I was going to take Flying Gorilla, but never did. And then I combined them with this idea that I had about somebody tearing open the sky. And also I needed to get the Lark storyline over with. So I just took a bunch of puzzle pieces and was like, how could I connect all of these together to make something I like the vibe of the sky being open is the climax. And I liked the memes being turned into something serious. And I wanted to tie it into the Lark's plotline somehow to make it interesting. And then I just figured out how to do it afterwards. But I assembled the pieces first. Because that's how I like to write. I don't know. So I actually, even though this might be a jab at how you just pick words in the poem game on a meta level, I actually do relate to what he's saying. To be honest, I'm not really experienced enough to give you a proper answer. I kind of make it up on the spot. But it's worked so far, so I'm not complaining. Sorry, pauses, looking around at the... I thought it said corpse. Looking around at the cops surrounding us. She walks up to a large tree and plants herself down in front of it. I follow suit, resting my back against the sturdy trunk, admiring the soft rays as they penetrate the branches. What you said reminds me of something Monica told me once. Something about if you don't have confidence, just fake it until people believe you do. I actually do think that's good advice. At least if you're doing something like this. Not necessarily in general. She turns to face me, a thoughtful expression on her face. Coffee says the cops, bruh. Sometimes I wonder if she really is confident or if it's all just a show. The feeling, I get the feeling sometimes. You can never tell with these people. Honestly, there is nobody that isn't a narcissist that is that confident. Everyone is faking it. There is nobody that doesn't feel human emotions and nervous and anxiety and things. They just mask it better than others. So that you can inspire others to hopefully try to feel confident too and feel happy. I mean, no one. No one. I mean, not to, like, blow up sad examples, but, like, look at Robin Williams. That is really common. A lot of other actors have said so, like Bob Odenkirk. Like, the facade that people put up is a facade to make other people happy. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think that, like, assuming that everybody is just, like those kind of people, that's just them, I don't think that's true. I think they do it to make other people happy. Anyways, I blinked. That was remarkably insightful for Sayori. A more reflective mood seems to have fallen upon her. Chat, sorry for all the deep talks, if that bothers you. I don't. I apologize if you want to see more of the game. I just think it's interesting to talk about. No idea, to be honest. She seems pretty genuine. I mean, she was like this when I first met her as well, so that would be an awful long time to wear that mask. I wouldn't have expected that sort of question from you, though. Why do you ask? She smiles mischievously. Sometimes it's nice to surprise people. What do you mean? I don't know what she means either. Well, let me ask you, Ratsmith. If you had to describe me in a few words, which words would you choose? That's an interesting question. Bubbly and lighthearted. I thought it said lightheaded. I was like, that's kind of mean. And adventurous. I've always seen you as quite kind. You know, given how you're always concerned with how happy other people are. I guess your most definitive trait is your happiness. Like, you always seem so cheerful, at ease with the world. I kind of wish I could be like that sometimes. Although from what I sort of picked up on, just like everyone else, you still feel down from time to time, right? She looks on ahead, a faraway look on her face. It's not exactly sad. There's a certain air of what? Wonder, nostalgia? See, that's what I mean. Everyone picks up on those things that you mentioned, but they find me asking this question a bit. Unlike me, if you get what I'm saying. Wait, what now? Everyone picks up on those things you mentioned, but they'd find me asking this question a bit. Unlike me, if you get what I'm saying. I don't get what she's saying at all. I'm confused what she means. I guess it's because of how I act in the literature club. Aside from my poetry, I never really talk about deeper things or things that aren't just aimlessly happy. I guess I just don't want to bother other people with that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, this is becoming very common in modern society, which when it shouldn't be. Friends should be able to open up about deeper things and have real, genuine conversations so people don't feel afraid to bring them up. I'm not saying this against Sayori. I'm saying that it's a problem with society, in my opinion. That people think that you can only put on these faces and these facades that are polite and corporate and socially acceptable, when it should be acceptable to have deeper conversations with people so you can fucking open up and be genuine and not be shunned for it. There's nothing wrong with being genuine, as long as you're not guilt-tripping people. Bother them? Why would it bother them, Sayori? Oh, well, maybe that isn't the right word. Sorry, I've never really been that good at expressing myself in person. I don't know why when I just laugh at Sayori, I'm like saying by accident. Sorry, sorry. It's much easier to do it in a poem. It's okay. I've never been that good at it either, huh? A lot of the time, I like to think about the past and how things used to be. I told Natsuki about this, she giggles softly. Natsuki thinks I live in the past. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, do you? Kind of. Nah, if you're happy, what's the issue? She's not happy, though. It's only natural that you think about the good times that brought you a smile on your face. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking in the past, but the way she's wording it, she wants to live in the past. She wants things to go back to the way they used to be. She wants us to just forget about deeper adult, mature feelings that every adult faces and just focus on being a child. When it's okay to act like a child and find joy and comforts from the past, but you can't just hope to live in the past when you literally don't. Like, you have to live in the fucking present, Sayori. It's just not healthy to look like that. She wants to bite Zadosto. Also, sorry if I'm talking too deeply. I've been watching a lot of, like, psychology and therapist videos and shit like that because I find it interesting. And I've actually been watching a lot of, like, deeper writing stuff, so it's kind of been on the mind a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind too much. It's only natural that you'd want to think about the good times that brought a smile to your face, right? When we first started talking again, I used to think back on all of our shared memories from all those years ago. From when we met and bonded over ice cream, to me winning Mr. Cow for you, to helping you with homework. I remember our parents used to say we pretty much were inseparable. Everyone has their happy thoughts which keep them going, right? Stored away in bottles, eh? Of course. She sighs contentedly. Sorry, I didn't mean to bore you or anything. Bore me? Really, Sayori, you're sounding like a bit like Yuri. I haven't seen this side of you before. I really like it. Thank you for confirming this for her. Thank you for giving her some confirmation it's okay to be like this, because she really needed to hear it. I feel like most people would have just scoffed her off like, yeah, what are you talking about? Like, please validate her. Tell her it's okay to talk like this. As much as I enjoy our playful banter, this made for a really nice change of pace. Besides, I always like talking to you. Thank you, Ratsmith. I worry about, well, Sayori, people are going to enjoy being your friend even if you're not super chipper all the time. Seriously, if anything, quite the opposite. I feel like if you're just always pointlessly chipper, that will draw people away. Because it comes, like, it has nothing to do with them judging you. It has to do with people subconsciously. Like, it's a part of our human instinct where if somebody's aimlessly cheery, you can feel disingenuity in it. And it makes you feel uncomfortable. Like, why is this person not expressing human emotions? Why are they just putting on a mask? You might not think that, but your body feels it and it turns you off. Like, why are they acting this way? This isn't normal. Please cry for help if you need it. Don't be this way. Like, you know what I'm saying, chat? Am I overthinking this? Because I feel like I'm not. Like, I feel like if you're around somebody and they're always, no matter what's going on, being chipper and upbeat and laughing and dodging questions with jokes, you're like, something's really off. Like, it just makes you uncomfortable. You're like, why are they being like this? Like, be genuine. Talk to me. Matt says, I hear you. Coffee says, there are no problems in bossing. Say, oh my goodness. I don't know. That's how I feel, at least. And that's how, that is from what I understand, that is a real thing that I'm not just making up. It's okay. Seriously, just be yourself. Don't hide anything. I'll be here. Don't you worry. I reach over to squeeze her hand, smiling reassuringly. Sayori noticeably fidgets, looking rather uneasy about something. What's wrong? Actually, there is something I could tell you. I don't know if it's a good idea, though. My heart starts to race. A million questions start whizzing around my head. Is this about Fairy Tale, her behavior on Friday, some other secret that's coming out of the blue, or perhaps something else entirely? Sayori, the truth is If disappointment ever had a sound, it would be like a ringing phone. With a groan, I fumble into my pocket, glaring at the offending object as if it is responsible for ruining such a moment. It's my mother. I haven't spoken to her in such a long time. In fact, last time we spoke was before I joined the literature club. I'm really sorry, Sayori. I'm going to have to take this. Strange smiles on her face. She shakes her head. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Why is the mom making that face? Why is the mom making that face? She's doing like the mewing guy face. It's like I don't know how to mew. She's doing like the. Why is she making a Riz face? Why is she giving lover eyes? She look horny. What is that face about? All right, new crush, MC's mom, chat. It's just been established from that picture. I'm kidding. I'm just kind of joking. Anyways. Hi, Mom. Haven't spoken to you in a while. Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's actually me. Haven't spoken to you in a while. Hope you've been good. Okay, Mom voice. Ieyasu. Ratsmith, sorry it's been so long. Work has been so hectic over the past few weeks. And there I was thinking you'd forgotten about me. Don't be silly. I always worry about you. It's like it's a damn. I know, Mom. It was just a joke. You and your sarcasm. You must have gotten that from your father. How have you been anyway? Are you eating well? Exercising daily? Drinking lots of water? Whoa, slow down. I've been doing just fine. Actually, join a club. Oh, that's wonderful. What kind of club is it? Literature, funnily enough. Poems and stuff. Sayori told me about it. As she's the vice president. I hope you stick with it. Yeah, I don't think the girls would forgive me if I left. Girls, you said? Uh-oh. Anyway, no, it's not really a great time as I'm just chilling with Sayori. You know, there's the park you used to always take us to. Oh, you're with Sayori? How's she doing? We're having a catch-up session, actually. She's not changed too much. Anyway, can I call you back later? Kind of cutting her off right now. Of course. I have the evening off, so we can talk then, okay? Sure thing. Before I go... You are remembering to eat, right? I roll my eyes before realizing she can't see that. Yes, Mom, of course I'm remembering to eat. What am I, going on a fast or something? Or do you think I'm 5? I can see Sayori giggling out of the corner of my eye. If I were you, I'd be more concerned about Sayori. Lazy girl can't even get out of bed. I grin as I see her laugh turn into a childish frown. Stop teasing her, Ratsmith. You're so mean to her sometimes. Jeez, you sound like her. Anyway, gotta go. Talk to you later, okay? Love you. Love you too, bye. That was so wholesome! Oh my goodness. That was so wholesome. My heart is actually fluttering, to be honest. I took my phone away and turned back to say, my mom never fucking talks to me like that. She never has. Like, there's no way my mom would ever listen to this, but if she is, I love my mother, and she raised me very well. To some degree, I'm a responsible adult, and I tend to, you know, I'm very good at adulting. She raised me in that way very well. But my mom and I don't know. I love my mom, but we don't have very good chemistry. Like, she never talked to me like that. She was always so, like, weirdly defensive about everything. Like, it would be like that same exact conversation, except instead of being playful, she'd be like, make sure you're doing your homework. Hey, you have a job yet? You make sure you get a car. You need to move out when you're 18. Get a girlfriend. Stop talking online. Like, that's how my mom was. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I get it. My God. Anyways, I took my phone away and turned back to Sayori. Sorry about that. I had no idea she'd call. It's okay. You haven't spoken to her in a while, so it was nice to hear you two talking again. Anyway, what were you saying? Parenting speedrun any percent much? Yeah, I actually told her that. My mom did not like that. I was like, dog, yeah, I'm telling the truth here. Anyway, what were you saying? You wanted to tell me something? Sorry, isn't sitting down by the tree anymore. She's standing up and she looks ready to go. Oh, don't worry about that. It's nothing important. You sure? I seem kind of serious. It's okay, I'm kind of hungry anyway. We stopped by a cafe on the way home. Oh, this is concerning. You literally just had a popsicle. Well, you know what they say. And what would that be? The fridge is a clear example that what matters is on the inside. What? I stare at her. What does that even have to do with anything? It's about food. You know what? Let's just go and get you whatever you want. Well, I'll be here for a while if I try to understand what goes on in Sayori's head. I'm really fucking hungry too, actually. One tasty lunchtime meal later, Sayori's appetite is finally sated. I thought it'd be satiated, but no, sated is actually the correct word. It's getting to the late afternoon at this point. Oh, this fucking background. I love this one. I really love it. Hey, Sayori. Oh, whoops. Hey, Sayori. Not that I didn't enjoy today, but I think I'm going to have to call it here. There's a mountain of homework I haven't gotten started that's due on Mondays, and I don't think Sakurai is going to be happy with me if it's late. Her face has traces of chocolate all over it. She hastily attempts to wipe it off. Oh, that's okay. I should probably do the same. Oh, look at this. Look at this version. This was not in the original game. This is so nice. Like if Sayori was off the screen, I'd make this my fucking wallpaper. This is a beautiful wallpaper here. We've reached my house. Coffee says, you know what they say, don't bite the hand that fingers you. Ah, yes. Okay, just for quick context for anybody that by chance hasn't checked the memes chat, because I think it's the latest one in there. Here, Taman posted this one. Let me read it in our Doki voices. You know what they say, don't bite the hand that fingers you, or something I forgot. Huh? Sayori, what are you saying? Sayori, that's not even the proper phrase. It's don't bite the hand that feeds you. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That'd be something I'd write in my Doki mod if I had one. Oh, that's just fucking beautiful. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you on Monday then. Have a good one. She waves cheerily. Bye, Ratsmith. Thanks again for today. No worries. Sorry I ruined with the phone call. You didn't. It was okay. Wish I could spend the rest of the day with her, but unfortunately my procrastination has caught up with me. What a fun evening this will be. This game is fucking adorable sometimes. I am not lying. Doki Blue Skies through the last stream and this one have really grown on me. I'm starting to really like this mod. Not as much as Summertime, but I am liking it quite a lot. Act 2? Past, present, and future. As long as it's not like Act 2 and normal Doki, because it started getting freaky. Ooh, what's this? What's this? We have a new box. There are acts? I didn't know that. I wonder how many acts this game has. Let's see. Oh my god, I typed that so fucking awfully. Google had no idea what I even said. Holy shit. Alright, let's see. It says 3. Okay, so we're like a third through the game. Cool. I want more. I gotta call it a night here. No, I'm done, Chudzaika. This is the end. We are done. Oh, I already saved it. Okay. I get it really early for tomorrow. Me too. For work. But, yeah. I'm also really fucking hungry right now. I'm gonna be like Natsuki. I might go crazy. Was that a dark joke? I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna eat a little snack before bed because I'm really fucking hungry right now. But, I really hope you guys are enjoying. I'll definitely do more soon. I'll congregate with you guys before so that you don't have to miss anything. Because I would hate for you guys to miss the story if you're not available. Unless you don't care anymore. But I'm assuming you do. Good stream. Nice stream. Thanks, guys. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for being active in the chat and engaging. But I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. I'm going to go to bed. So have a good night, guys. Thanks for joining, Rap members. And remember, Rap members, stay cheesy. Ah!